Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time where you see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, we'll start with today's news. All right, so our monitoring spirit which they call cuts offside. Or come aside and let us know, say Arsenal they actually interested in signing Bruno Gomares. Say, in fact, Arsenal don't take a step forward. Say, Arsenal don't contact Bruno Gomares camp. Say, then they interested in signing the player. Yes. So, me, I like the fact, say, Arsenal, they proactive. They're trying to solve their lingering midfield problems. Because when you look at it in the future, by the time the season ends, one of Jorginho and Thomas Partey Fino dey here again. In fact, there is a high probability that the two of them Fino even dey here again moving forward. So that is why Arsenal they look say, okay, let us start looking at options. In the past, we hear say the one sign Amadou Onana of Everton. Now, we don't hear about Bruno Gomares. Later, we will hear about Martin Zubimendi. So these are some of the players where Arsenal they look. Now, when I was reading the report from Cost Offside, normal, I don't know whether you did aware, say Bruno Gomares has £100 million buyout clause in his fee. But based on the predicament, based on the situation, Newcastle find themselves with the profitability and sustainability regulations. Newcastle need to sell to balance their books. So now from the reports, I can say Newcastle might be willing to even consider bids lower than Bruno Gomares' buyout clause, bids in the range of 70 to 80 million pounds. That Bruno Gomares, anytime we would play, but the guy they always fight our player. So I would like that kind of fighter, that kind of warrior for our midfield. So they look at a midfield of a Declan Rice, Odegaard, and a Bruno Gomares, or a midfield of a Declan Rice, Odegaard, and a Martin Zubimendi. These are the options. These are some of the things where Arteta want you solidify our midfield ahead of next season. For me, when I saw that report, I don't really get a problem with the report. I was very, very happy. I support it. So I don't know what to be your line of thoughts. What do you think about Arsenal going for Bruno Gomares? Do you think it's something that we should be doing? Let me know your comments. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like I said, we actually saw this report from Cost Offside where they say the Newcastle star might be coming at a cost price deal based on the issue when Newcastle gets at the moment. All right, so moving on, don't forget, today, Arsenal will be hosting Chelsea, their London neighbors. Will be hosting them at the Emirates Stadium. Now, today, they will play the match for night, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Someone run check their head-to-head for the match. Now, when you check the last 5 games, where Arsenal don't play with Chelsea at the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal actually won 3 times and we lost 2 times. Now, when you check the last time we will meet for the 2022-2023 season, Arsenal actually beat Chelsea 3-1. Yeah, so that what's happened last time. Now, today, how the match will be, we never really get any report from Mauricio Pochettino whether Cole Palmer will really play, whether he don't recover, whether even if he recover, he no go still play. Like we never hear from Fabrizio Romano. Now later, towards that afternoon, evening time, I expect people like Fabrizio Romano to actually put out the report because normal. For match day, before the match, before the official lineup even come outside, Fabrizio they usually put out statements like, okay, Saka is going to be playing, Odegaard is going to be playing. See the kind of news I expect. Cole Palmer did not travel with the Chelsea side to the Emirates. You get, even though in London, but it has to enter bus to come our own side. So a part of the things where I want here, like we say we will North London, so we'll hear, okay, Cole Palmer, Malo Gutso, Christopher Nkunku, Leslie Ugochukwu, all these players did not travel with the team. Now it's not one the year. Or Cole Palmer traveled with the team to Emirates Stadium. So these are some of the things I will be anticipating. Make I see whether it will happen today. All right, so yesterday, something very, very delicious happened. So, say yesterday, Jurrien Timber actually played with the Arsenal under-21 against Blackburn Rovers. So, for that match, 8 minutes, Baba don burst net, and the way they burst net, na make many people come dey very very happy. First of all, it's as if they caught this defender, because say na picture. I no fit play the video based on copyright infringement, but the guy just caught the defender as he break am, come fire the thing last, as in the way he take wipe that shot. You see that last angle where that back connects, the top bar and the right bar where it connects, and there he hang am. Wey be say, regardless of whether na under 21 keeper, even if na a top professional keeper at J, you may like it, like the odds of the ball going into the back of the net is very very high. So this guy whine am and he enter, so everybody come dey talk about and say this guy play 8 minutes, so 8 minutes, so he don burst net already. You get, and I think he played about 45 minutes because I not really watched the match. I was monitoring through all those flash scores, so that was why I saw it. Now after the match, even Jurrien Timber could not hold his excitement. So he got to just say, "Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Like, I don't even know how to feel. I've been out for over 8 months. Like, I don't know how to feel. The boys have been calling me. They were happy for me that I'm back. I'm playing." You get, so now, like Ateta said, they need to test him with under 21. You get to see how the guy they fare, how he perform. Then, if he does well and survives that match, then gradually we'll try to integrate her in the final games of the season. Even in the last press conference, they were asking Ateta, is Jurrien Timber going to be playing against Tottenham Hotspur? Ateta said, well, that might be too early, but let's keep our fingers crossed and let's see what the future holds, whether we will really play the player. So for me, I am very, very happy to say at least the guy don't come back. All right, so ahead of the match, we'll play against Chelsea. So they're going to ask Arteta again about playing ahead of Man City. You know, say now before I will play last. Now we don't play first. I'm not just playing first. This is going to be our second game that we'll be playing before Man City even play their own APR game on the 25th against Brighton at the Amex Stadium. So they're going to ask Arteta, what is the significance? Can this help you pile more pressure on Man City? Arteta can say yes. The way things stand now, you get, so when you play this type of games and you win, you are going to go 4 points clear, and it's going to help you pile more pressure on this Man City. But regardless, you need to do your own job. Forget about Man City. Don't really pay attention to what they are doing. Focus on your own duty, your own job. Win your games. Then at the end of the day, you see what your opponents can do. Don't you look at it this way, that if we have this high optimism that Arsenal can win all the rest of your games, do you think Man City also does not have that high optimism that they can win all the rest of your games? What is good for the goose is also good for the gander. So you know, if they can say, okay, Arsenal can win all their games, even though on paper we have the most strongest of games. So you know, if they just ask Arsenal, yes, if we win all our games, then you want Man City fans not to believe that their own team can win all their games. That is what Arteta is saying. Forget about Man City. We are not looking at them. We are having tunnel vision. We are focusing on our own games. Like what Klopp said, we need a perfect finish. That was the Klopp telling the young players. The same thing Arteta is going to be telling his players, focus on what we are doing, because the team no day for our hand again. It is Man City's title to lose. Man City have their destiny in their hands. And based on Man City's antecedents, the things they have done in the past, everybody expect them to just win it. Even myself, I know what life for you. I'm not really put body for the title, but if it happens, it will be a miracle, because 5 games to go, 6 games to go, and you expect Man City not to win all their games. You get, the possibility is there, but the probability, because everybody will look at some tough games where Man City gets, starting with the visit to the Amex Stadium, because now they say Pep, they complain of fatigue and all that. Even the Allianz have no play against Chelsea, so we never know whether that one don't really get injury. I mean, whether I don't recover, because I watched Pep's post-match press conference against Chelsea. They were asking him, Baba, what's happened to Eliala? He said, Omo, I started like this. I don't know, maybe doctor again. So we wait when the doctor can tell us waiting the sub. Until now, I never really get any news updates whether Eliala don't they okay or not. And we know how important he is to this Manchester City side. So we'll just keep our fingers crossed and keep watching and see how everything goes. And now the one they ask Arteta, say, what do you think, say, this your team now go need ahead of next season? We will say, when you get those type of players and they come in, everywhere goes stew. But what they say, first of all, we need to see where we go finish this season. And Arteta can actually concede, say, we are not satisfied with what we have yet. But at the end of the day, enough people complain because what you need to understand about Ateta, they say this guy can defend anything. He can defend in players, and he's not one of the people we say will come throw players under the bus. Say this one I don't like this one. No, he would defend them. So that is why most times they ask and say, "Sure, you go buy player and go say I'm happy with what I have." But when the season don't end, now they go no say, "But no, they happy with what he gets." Instead, won't improve, and the improvement process comes with pain. Some of your fan favorites, some of your favorite players are going to find their square roots out of this Emirates Stadium. You get, they will see the promised land, but they will not follow us to enter it. So when they brace up for impact, don't be say when the season don't end now, they're going to say, okay, they won't sell Thomas Partey, now call it complaint, or say they won't sell Jorginho, you call it complaint, or say they won't sell Emile Smith Rowe or Reece Nelson. Now call it complaint. I know how the Arsenal fan base complain when we wanted to sell for Larry Balogun. So that's what growth does to you. Growth comes with pain. So, or maybe we'll go sign one man winger now. That one comes after the boss go, call it boss net like Obama the boss net now. The quarter say, okay, maybe they arrest Bukayo Saka, or maybe they bench Bukayo Saka. Now still Arsenal fans are G. We'll come and say, why you don't arrest Saka? See, what could they results oriented? So now what's it? Soldier come. Oh, this Arsenal, not be players we love, and Arsenal we love because all these players are going to come and they will go. If not the player you love, you will follow and go with that. So that is why we are always here, support Arsenal. It gets in whatever they are doing. All right, so Sky Sports, one of their journalists, what they call Jones knows. So normal every match weekday, he go predicts how matches go. He gets talk about where how games go. Like you know, say today now, blessing only Arsenal they play, Arsenal and Chelsea. Then tomorrow there are many other games will go happen. Like Liverpool is playing Everton and the likes. Now I can't read the report from John Knowles. So Babako they explain. You get. I said John Knowles, Lewis Jones. So Babako they explain. You get. Say Arsenal match versus Chelsea. Saying they see Arsenal actually beating this Chelsea side 2-0. He can't give him reasons. First of all, Babako they explain. Say if the Chelsea what we see for Wembley, if that Chelsea turn up for the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal will be in trouble. Like the game go long, the game go tight. But if the Chelsea side will come to the Emirates Stadium, come without a Malo Gutsu, come without a Cole Palmer, Arsenal will knock them, like I said, tomorrow, no day, because those are the two outstanding players at Chelsea at the moment. And if they're no day, obviously it will affect the psychology of the players. Imagine an Arsenal side playing without an Odegaard and the Bukayo Saka. I think so will take fair. Like it will affect the camaraderie, it will affect the bonding, the link-up play on the field of play. It will affect the way Arsenal will play. We will not be very, very efficient. You get in the way we play. So myself, I actually subscribe to his line of thoughts. But another area where because the reason now when he can predict Liverpool versus Everton match at the Goodison Park where they go play tomorrow, you got to say that match go end 0-0. And the reason why he predicted the match go end 0 because yesterday I told you historically there are so many historical data where they show us say that match is likely to end in a draw. The last time we Everton beat Liverpool, they don't play gone. I don't even remember the year, but the last 12 times where they don't play, they don't draw 9 times. For the Goodison Park, they don't draw 9 times, and Liverpool win them 3 times. So that is why they say the odds of a straight draw for this match, bearing in mind that Everton have so much to fight for. They are fighting for their lives. If say not be the point deduction we then get when they breach the profitability and sustainability regulations policy, aka the financial fair play, Everton nobody concern themselves with relegation battle, but because points have been deducted from their overall points accumulated, so that is why then they the sad situation where then they now. So they need to fight for their lives. Was it not in their last match? I don't forget we even knocked them like 5-1. When I be asking, I don't even forget the team. They beat Everton black and blue. I said tomorrow no day. So Sean Dyche, who I know is a very, very good manager, he no want a repeat of that same thing because I think they look down Nottingham Forest and Burnley and Luton Town. They try to escape relegation. So the battle is here. Nobody would like to go relegation. So I like how the stakes are high for Everton. Therefore, they will want to perform against Liverpool for their own home fans. So when Lewis they talk say okay, in the 0-0 draw for the match, I was already taken back. For our own match against Chelsea, Chelsea have nothing they're fighting for. Even though for the press conference ahead of the match, I was hearing Mauricio Pochettino saying yes, if they beat Arsenal, beat some teams, if they enter European places. Well, I know they are not going to Champions League. I know Europa League might be a fast stretch, but maybe Conference League. Maybe Conference League. Just see how everything will unfold. Because just happy times ahead. Mostly now, Gary Neville will be one of the pundits at Sky Sports. So instead of Commerce, they talk about how the remainder of the games will go. Now, when you're looking at this headline, waiting for our fronts here. So Gary Neville was quoted, like the headline saying, Gary Neville says City still have one standout game to play that could blow the title race wide open. Now, if you check this beginning of the story for the bottom below the headline, it goes where they say Sky Sports pundit Gary Neville claims Manchester City have one big hurdle and to overcome in order to win the Premier League title. Now, when I read the entirety of those reports, Gary Neville is of the opinion, just like how Everton be like a boogie team to Liverpool over the years. Tottenham also want to check their head-to-head with Manchester City at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, or if you like, the former White Hart Lane. Tottenham gets the better of Man City anytime they play there. Now, see what Gary Neville is saying. People like Arsenal under Arteta and people like Liverpool under Klopp, they go the reason say, okay, for us, we get like 5 games to go. Let us keep winning, one game at a time. Keep winning until we get to that week that Man City will face Tottenham, because Man City versus Brighton at the Amex Stadium, all things being equal, they expect Man City to beat Brighton. Brighton are not really a force to be reckoned with. But when you look at the match between Man City and Spurs, anything can happen. It can sway both ways. Like, it is unpredictable. You get, even Pep knows. You get, they get this psychological warfare where they fight for against Spurs whenever they meet. So Gary Neville is saying, Arsenal, just they win your games until that day, that week, and make sure so you not still the top. Maybe now they got Man City with maybe 1 point, get, or maybe Man City they got now with 2 points, but get to that week, let it be tight. Then on that week, if Man City draw, you don't overtake them, even though now we get the same points, but based on goal difference, you will overtake Man City and Liverpool. You and Liverpool feed the same point. You know that if Arsenal win all their games, Liverpool win all their games, and we continue our goal record, so we're higher than them, but they are above them in the table rankings. All we need is for Man City to get one draw. So the game over the targets, just keep winning your own. Now that Tottenham Hotspur game, but before that game, anything will make Arsenal will draw, or maybe Liverpool will draw. But just kiss the title goodbye. Just like today match one playing against Chelsea. If we go and play a draw, the title is over. If Liverpool play a draw against Everton, the title is over. Like, no why you know juju, you don't go. What's law? Okay, so that's why this title running. In fact, the commentator said this is the first time the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City go there in a 3-horse race like this. This is actually the first time it's happening. Now, the Daily Mail, they talk about waiting John Terry. They talk now for context. John Terry is a Chelsea player that was just inducted in the Premier League Hall of Fame. That Hall of Fame now like a prestigious award or congregation of players who don't contribute immensely to the growth of the Premier League. But they say when they play, they actually did so well. That's why they induct them. Now, the story that I'm about to tell you guys is about John Terry. When they don't induct them, so Baba can talk about 4 players. We say he don't meet for in career. We say they really show and Pepe. He mentioned Aguero. He mentioned Harry Kane. You get. He still mentioned one other person. I don't forget his name. But the major person we mentioned, we make me bring out this story now. Thierry Henry. Say. Okay, let me read the headline. John Terry names Manchester United and Man City legends among the 4 toughest opponents he faced during his playing career, which Arsenal talisman did he fear the most? Now, the Manchester United player we mentioned now, Wayne Rooney. You mentioned Wayne Rooney. Say Rooney self was a thorn on his flesh. Yes. Now, the person we mentioned for Arsenal, say that the best, like the most feared person we don't face for in career is no other than Thierry Henry. Say, say this guy show and Pepe, as in the guy they give him sleepless nights. Anytime you want to play against Henry, like people they think say, I want to do this. I say Henry was so fast, the dribble, like it gets every attribute where a modern day footballer is supposed to get, and the guy really show and prepare. So now part of the argument now. John Terry come make a controversial comment. He come to say during his own time when he play for Chelsea, say he get record with themselves break. We say with them set and nobody don't break up. Chelsea went an entire season conceding just 15 goals. That was Mourinho be their manager. You know how defensive minded he be. They conceded just 15 goals and nobody has been able to do that since then. So you got to say that season. Now only one game then lose. They say you can arguably say the players who he play with as of that time, because at the back line he had the likes of him and Ricky Cavallo. And two of them they play centre back with Ashley Cole and they like. So you can say you can actually equal, like what did them do? It's supposed to be equal to what the Invisibles do, because the Invisibles then draw too many games. They draw like 12 games, but them only one game they lose, and that one game said now penalty. Yes, so the team paying them say they give away a cheap penalty. But Baba, you don't get time, say you don't get time. Yes, if not like me, I will lose only one. I start getting invisible, and nobody has been able to replicate that success. Easy. Even though not 12 games, even the Alex Ferguson said they complain, say, too many draws in the invisible game, they drew so much. Oh yeah, you draw your own now. Draw your own, make it no invisible now. If easy, with all the prestigious career we gets, that Alex Ferguson, why you not draw? As easy. Why you not draw your own 12 games? As if that's not anybody can just do. All right, away from that, so according to the Metro, so people like Joe Cole come and say, explain why Chelsea should never have sold Kai Havertz to Arsenal. So he really like the player. So Chelsea never really get somebody like him. Look at the way Chelsea are languishing in the bottom half of the table. They talk plenty to say Kai Havertz is brilliant. When I read this report, I just laugh. You know why they laugh? I say if Arsenal fans cash you, so they don't say them for no seller. After I was like, when I got collect am back, no more, because many Arsenal fans they dislike this Kai Havertz with passion. Based on this Chelsea's heritage. That's what I feel. So I'm going to laugh, say if this option they open, I say maybe now on voting, you get say make Arsenal fans all over the world vote. Arsenal fans go vote when they return that Kai Havertz. You know they dislike the guy. Just this somewhat funny. All right, okay, I've talked about this story when Jurrien Timber broke his silence. So far so good. The biggest news of the day is the fact that CHUKS offside. They let us know say Arsenal they contact Bruno Guimaraes camp on a possible transfer. Now, from what we hear, so the player said if they're willing to join, Newcastle need to sell based on say they don't breach the financial fair play policy, the profitability and sustainability regulations. So they need to sell to balance their books. Sadly, Chelsea say now they be the richest club in the world, or yet the money no fit save them. You cannot just withdraw money from the PIF and just go and buy anybody. No, there are regulations in place to check that. So they don't face them now. You know the values. You need to eat what you kill. You need to spend from what you earn. So that is the policy. So originally his buyer's clause is 100 million. So the year say Newcastle is ready to accept lower. In fact, when you read the report from CHUKS offside, you will discover that even when Bruno Guimaraes they play for Lyon, they say Arsenal want to monitor them, they scan scouts to go watch them. But make them get them from Lyon. They don't really get them. Why? Because Bruno Guimaraes felt at that time that if he joined Arsenal, he would not play regularly. But if he joined Newcastle, he will be a regular starter, because players look at all these things. He knows Arsenal are a bigger team with much pedigree ahead of Newcastle, but Baba won't play. Yes. But now we say he don't go prove himself for Newcastle, took them to Champions League. Now they cannot even replicate the success they did before. So now Arsenal say, okay, now that we have Jorginho, whose contract is going to be expiring June 30, unless maybe Arteta triggers some clause and renews it. And we have a Thomas Partey who's getting injured, like say tomorrow no day, and we are looking at replacing him. So these are the options. So at the end of the day, we'll see whether Arteta will trigger either Bruno Guimaraes or Martin Zubimendi or Amadou Onana, plus other names. So we'll never even consider, but they still bring up their names. All right, guys, so I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and end. So till I come your way in the evening before our match will start. Come giving at the evening news. So till then, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. All right, guys. Bye.